Hi everyone. I'm an American who's made some mistakes in my past, and you've been watching these potentially in this series. This is my third video in this series in learning what Australian football is. In the first episode, I made a mistake and accidentally called it rugby, but don't worry, I've been learning. And that first video was the biggest hits that AFL has to offer, and many people in the comments said, well, this video is great, it doesn't really do a lot to show the sport. And I agree with them. And so in my last video, I learned the rules and I watched some of the biggest marks and goals of all time, but that still doesn't give me a full appreciation of what the sport looks like. And so in this video, I'm actually going to set some time aside to watch the full final, well, the last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter and the semi-final last year with Melbourne versus Carlton. And I'm really excited. Americans, yeah, I'm talking to you. This is the best time to learn about this sport because in March is when the new season starts. And if you're like me and dreading that the NFL season is about to end, this could be our chance to get some football. A little different, a lot different in some ways, but still very exciting. A lot of people suggested me to watch the grand final, but I have bigger plans for the grand final, which I'll talk about at the end of this episode. Let's begin. Right, everyone, so we're gonna be watching from 10:28 because that's when this possession seems to get interesting. I tried not to watch too much. Unfortunately, when opening this video, I did see the score and who won, but I don't know how we got there. And let's be real, with sports, you can look at a score and box scores, but that never tells you the whole story unless you take the chance to watch it. And that's what we're going to do today. And I'm really excited to actually take the opportunity to watch some real gameplay with this sport. All right, without further ado, this is the semi-final. Actually, before further ado, let me explain this to you, my American audience. The semi-final is not actually the semi-final in the way that we would conceive of it. This is more what we Americans would call the quarterfinal. The best way to think about the AFL playoff structure is sort of like, if you're an American, like the NBA play-in tournament. The lower seeds are guaranteed a slot into that tournament, and the higher seeds have to basically win a game to get into the big dance. And so this is the game when there's 6 teams left, and the loser is eliminated, and the winner will carry on into what we would call the semifinals, but what they call the finals, which will lead to the grand finals. Here we go.
Huge kick now for Tom Sparrow.
Massive.
It's a long way out late in the game.
All right, big kick, big kick.
Gone.
Who's going to get it?
Deep, and he takes it.
Oh no. McDonald's is sponsoring Australian football. Australians, I'm sorry that America did this.
Is it going to be left or is he going to go the right? No. I reckon he's going around on the left.
He's already missed one from the said shot, Max.
Right foot banana.
Right foot banana, agreed.
Right nana.
Okay.
Huge in the context of this game and the final series. Max gone. Right foot banana.
Oh!
So instead of being a 3-goal game, it's a 2-goal game.
Does not get exactly what he wants.
Let off and look at the Blues. Get it back into Hollands immediately.
Oh wow!
Levers down.
I love that there's no stop time.
Oh, this is a
In football,
kick.
American football, we would stop like 27 times already.
They are living dangerously here at the moment, the Blues. Walsh forced to kick across the ground now. Kent's got a big race to come back here. He'll win the race, no problems against Fridge. It's over kick for Saad, but he's able to gobble it in. Marchbank doesn't.
Oh, he took it.
Melbourne
going the other way.
On top of the Blues at the moment. Gorn gives the handball. Here's Jordan going inside 50.
Mark.
Fridge
Yes.
is in his favourite spot on the ground, I reckon.
Ed Langdon read the cues then.
They were out, Carlton. Akers was forward of the ball. If Langdon didn't come off and take that mark, Carlton were away. They get a second chance.
I like the announcers.
Fritsch is going to go around the corner with a high snapping left footer. His favourite side. Ball's
Ooh,
on the way.
ooh, what's going to happen?
Too much.
Ooh. What a
9
nice
goals, 15.
score. A
This
really
is a
nice
script
score.
Melbourne fans know all too well.
All too well. Get the Swifties in here.
You keep missing, you leave the door open.
Yep.
To Coney.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Doherty's made a good run.
Ooh, ooh,
Walsh
ooh.
gets corralled to the outer
I like that little
side.
run. I know he's protecting the
Owens is
ball,
out there,
but he
so
looks
is
like he
Hunter.
stole a package or something.
That's a hold on
Run!
Connor, gives it off
Go!
to Owens.
Ooh!
Now Owies
Kick it!
bites
Oh,
off a
okay.
nicely measured one.
Good save.
Hewitt.
God, they're so athletic. They're so muscular.
May
Oh!
has had some sort of night on Curnow.
He's been massive.
He almost looked surprised that he caught. It was like, ah, okay, it's here.
Two of them contested.
Every time it's gone up there, he's just found the body of Curnow, taken away Curno's running, the jumping ability.
Tomlinson just playing within his capabilities.
Just playing.
Pickett.
Pick
He
it.
has a look down the ground, realises he can
Run!
play on. De Koning closed that down, gives it down the field free.
Woo!
An unnecessary nudge after he got rid of it, sees Fritsch get the footy.
Ooh.
Right,
The
man,
fans are
put him in
riled up,
50.
and
One
so
more goal for
am
Melbourne, and it is
I.
all over, I reckon. They lead by 9. McDonald in the square.
Ooh.
Spargo wide. Out of bounds.
Ah,
They get an opportunity with a stoppage.
disappointing.
Not a bad kick that, but here's the downfield.
If you're
that the
rooting for
Blues
that
supporters
team.
weren't happy with.
For reference, I don't have a team. I'm truly a neutral observer. All I know is I'm supposed to hate Collingwood, and I'm willing to. So watch yourself, Collingwood.
Set up in their forward 50. All the defence is all ready to go as well.
Donald and
Good
Pittonet.
play. I think. Oh, nope.
Cincotta.
Oh, it's bouncing.
Really
It's flopping.
nervous
Ooh.
moments for him.
Ooh, people are mad.
Perfect for
Nice
Hewitt.
50.
And
Don't know why they're mad, but I'm mad too.
Oliver, you heard the umpire say
I'm assuming the
that
change of possession.
So this is good from the Blues' point of view.
Yeah, I agree.
Kick for Walsh, he's been superb. Doherty runs for him.
Good kick. All right, good catch.
Inside ball.
Ooh!
May-
Oh, nah.
The kick
Defense
doesn't work for
doing
the
its
keeper.
job.
It's going to be okay.
He just.
That's not his best. A wobbler. Spargo.
Oh, what is?
controlled it pretty well.
I could do that. Just.
In and out of a couple of tacklers. And
Oh.
the ball's over and it's gonna
I
be
love.
thrown in.
I love every player's face when anything
Wow,
happens in
getting
any
tense.
sport. They're
Still
always like,
Good time on the clock, 6.5 minutes. Don't need to panic, but the thing is that they can't afford to concede a score, can they?
no, they
It
cannot.
just gets too hard from there. They've got to play perfect footy, so...
another Melbourne goal's too much.
Okay, got the ball. Oh,
And the Demons have just got to waste a bit of time on the clock here. Stuff like that from
Ooh.
Petrarca, although that'll be ruled.
I love the. I love the way the ball bounces. It's like unpredictable, and I think that's so interesting. That's one thing I like about football, which a lot of people, American football.
Get on the end of this, got out the back here.
Ooh.
Bruno Bowie with
Oh!
handball Doherty.
Oh, get it!
Round the
Is it
corner.
through?
He's kicked a goal.
Yeah!
3 points.
3-point game. Woo.
Kicks his second.
It's interesting for me because in American football, 3 points, you're like, oh, you just need a field goal. But 3 points don't exist here. You get your 6 or your 1s, you know. So the math is different.
Believe it.
Also, let me know in the comments, is this a low-scoring game? I feel like it is compared to some other scores I've seen, but I'm still learning.
They're just getting it in nice and long.
Get it in.
Lever and May go for the big spoil.
It's
Pressure
always good to
each
get it
other.
in.
Once the ball bobbles out, Doherty just nice and clean. We've mentioned
Woo!
about Motlop and his skills around the goals. Such crucial back to 3 points, BT.
Yep.
16
I like that
scoring
dance.
shots to 24.
All right.
Dawn, Viney,
Ooh.
Tried to flick it into the path of Petrarca.
All right, you got this. I think.
The tackle. Inside he goes with a beautiful
Oh!
ball.
Oh, good D.
Though Smith.
But
Sparrow,
oh,
well done, Sard.
good D. I think. Oh no, boo! I agree. I think.
That's an accident.
If you're ever at a sporting event and you don't know what's going on, just follow the reactions of the fans, and you'll fit right in. Ooh, okay.
Spargo.
In some ways, this reminds me, if you've ever watched, I think it's in Europe, is it England, where they have like the cheddar racing down the hill because you try to get it and the ball's just running. Also, probably doesn't help that the ball's yellow, and it's making me think of that.
No tomorrow for the loser.
Ooh, the stakes are getting high. Someone seasoned over in 5.5 minutes. That's when sports are at their best. Do or die. Woo!
Blues bring the heat. Can they extricate this footy? No.
Just a good old-fashioned hug. You just take a little nap. Just a little nap.
96,412, the biggest crowd for the Blues
Wow,
since the 93
that's
Grand Final,
awesome.
the biggest crowd for the Ds since the 1960
Yeah, in America, our
Grand
stadiums are
Final.
usually not that big, so it's cool to see it's so full and alive.
Melbourne by 3 points. Tomlinson, who's done admirably.
Oh, out of bounds.
tonight.
Yeah,
Runs it
in America, our
first
stadium
yard
sizes are usually like
5 minutes
50
on
to
the
60,000, which is still great, but
3-point margin
not
here
almost
for Melbourne.
100,000 people.
Massive crowd, sudden death final. It doesn't get any better than this as brother Ed Curnow looks on. Gone
Uh-oh.
out of the ruck.
Almost.
Chair
Oh,
under
we're out of
immediate
bounds again.
pressure.
Yeah, fight. Fight.
Pushing and shoving. And it's going to be a Melbourne free kick.
Ooh, free kick.
Yeah, Sparrow's
Oh, no.
motion to the fence.
It never looked like a Melbourne one in that action, so it's going to be Walsh.
Uh-oh. Who's going to get it? Oh.
Honing in front. Langdon.
Oh, it's...
Oliver. Oh, dangerous.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, it slipped out of his fingers. Oh, he got it. Oh, my gosh.
it again. May.
Oh,
What's he been?
Well, if you
good
mark
D.
that, JB Cottrell's going to. So that would have been a certain goal. Brilliant stuff, McVie. So now clock starting to become a factor.
all right. Ooh. Uh-oh. We're close. We're close.
Far out to score.
Oh, what a block.
Brilliant. Launching himself forward.
Okay.
Now
With an angle.
The boundary line kicks it out of bounds on the full.
Ooh.
That's 2 panic plays then.
This is the Sparrow scrimmage with Walsh.
Oh, he got...
Apologising.
Wide goes Oliver. Petrarca.
Ooh.
Unable to hang on. Viney coming through.
Ooh.
Hunter. What's ahead of this? Wiedering and Smith.
That was 2
3 minutes.
panic plays
We're
up
in the...
there. First of all,
We got a
Holmes took the
3.
mark, didn't pull back, was just a bit flustered, and then Kemp just should have
3-point game.
There.
3 minutes and
Percentage
51
plays.
seconds left to go.
Gorn works it to the front. Holland's coming in, the fresh legs. Petrarca somehow gets a little touch.
Oh, it stays in. Oh.
Newman keeps it in. Walsh.
Ooh. Oh.
Holding the ball.
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. I did nothing.
If he wants, can tell the umpire he's taking
Ooh.
a shot and take 30 seconds off this clock.
But just disguise it a little bit, JB. Hasn't got the distance. I reckon he'd go close.
I like the pace of this game. It's fast. Like, I appreciate in like American football, it's slow and tactical, but sometimes it can feel really slow, especially like the last few minutes of a game. That's also true of, I'd say, actually a lot of American sports. Basketball too, very slow at the end.
If you're deliberately wasting time, Richo.
Yeah, waste that time. Waste his time. 2024. All right. Oh!
No way!
What?
ridiculous.
I'll speak to him. Blake.
I believe it's a behind. I just want to make sure the ball didn't fully cross the line.
Cool.
It's a
Score review.
behind.
Umpire's call is a touch
Wait.
behind. We just check, please.
Wait. I need to stop for a second. You can hear what the refs are thinking, like they communicate that before the review to each other. That's awesome. In American sports, we never know what the refs are thinking or doing, and then they make a decision, and we're like, "Huh? Where did that come from?" I hope to see more of that. That alone, I think, is smart and awesome. How it should be. It's better for the fans. Also, as an aside, AFL, great job with your website. A lot of American sports, it's hard to find replays, or they're usually back like behind a paywall. The fact I could just as an American click, and like see this, I think is awesome. So keep that up. And other sports leagues do that. How can fans learn to grow if they can't, how can the sport grow if people can't, take that opportunity to learn like we are today? And continue.
Review complete. Look at this angle. We can see the ball's touched into the post. Decision on the scoreboard.
Crypto.com, man, they're everywhere. I'm in LA, and I was actually at the Crypto.com arena last night watching a Lakers Clippers game. All right, 70-66 4-point game. What? No. All right. Technical difficulties. Of course, after praising the website, it stopped working. I don't quite know. And a few times it's hit the same spot and it stops working. So I'm going to skip ahead slightly. I may or may not have also tried to use a VPN to pretend I'm in Melbourne. So Australia, I'm sorry that I'm not only stealing your game, but I'm stealing your internet. But in my defense, it's because I want to watch more of the game. Let's continue. And here we go.
On to Neil Bullen. Neil Bullen goes forward. Melbourne looking to win the game here.
Come on. Oh my goodness.
The left boot. Kick around the body. Does it bounce?
Oh!
The post.
Oh, behind. Not what you want.
4-point margin.
Ooh, yeah, I agree.
5-point margin.
They are mad, and I love it.
The umpire to signal whether it's a goal.
I'm not happy they're mad. I'm just happy they're passionate. Hopefully that distinction makes sense.
Carlton in this game.
These down the middles can be
5-point game.
They come off, or they
2
can
minutes
come
and 10
back.
seconds
They
left.
can steal this from here.
Oh,
Belted forward, free kick. And a holding
free
foul.
kick.
Locked his arm. Stand.
He's just like, what? Come on.
Cripps gets around.
Oh my goodness.
Floats it to centre half.
It's getting
forward.
close.
Who can get on the end of
Oh,
this?
it's got it. Oh,
Twisted ball to Koning to Gordon.
oh, kick.
Tumbling ball forward here. Sard.
Oh!
Taken in the tackle, and it's going to be okay from a Melbourne point of view.
All right.
Parked under its lever.
Good defense.
So time off the clock is the important thing for the Demons.
Yeah.
Lever understands that perfectly.
Got to milk the clock.
They need a goal. Nothing
Just like a
else
cow.
will secure it for the Blues.
Oh,
The Demons need nothing. They just need to hang on to the footy. Langdon, Viney,
come on.
little kick.
Someone.
straight to
Oh,
Wiedering the all or nothing to Hollands. Hollands is going to make it outside. He's got another
oh my
opportunity.
God.
The kick wasn't
There's
great
so
for
little time
Doherty.
left.
Doherty falls back in line. Takes a bounce. 55 metres out.
No, could it be?
Who's going to get this?
Oh!
Taken Aikens. Runs, plays on. Has he kicked the goal? He has. Aikens has done it again. He wins all the time.
56 seconds left. 1 point game. Yes, this is why we do sports, y'all. Or watch them. Or cheer for them.
Goodness gracious,
Oh.
can you believe it?
1 minute
Can you
left.
believe it?
And your season's done.
Akers seems to pop up
I
often
just
in
love these moments.
incredible situations.
Oh,
Game of inches. The Doherty
man, what a
mark
cool moment
was
for
able to
him.
Play on, and that was all it took.
Ah, these fans. I'm happy for, I guess, half of them.
Pressure kick on the right foot. Wiedering, but the smart move from Wiedering to switch it up. And that there, you've got to hold that.
Yeah.
You can't let Doherty play on.
Just
Puts
perfect.
it on. And
Mark.
Akers
And perfect goal. It was really close to hitting the post.
50 seconds here, recall bounce.
All right.
This is where you need the Carlton forwards to start to squeeze down.
They're going to sprint in all off the line. The 50 here, the Carlton forwards.
Oh! Can you milk the clock?
Gerrard taken. Viney went without. And the locked up ball again.
Cherno's going behind the ball.
I'm with you, fans.
35, 40
I'm with you.
goal.
Just
The Melbourne football line.
Those people can't bear to watch. Rivers.
whew.
Hollins and Hunter. Hunter controlled it.
Oh my God! Can he do it? Oh!
And there isn't any there.
There's 30 seconds left. Oh!
McGovern. McVeigh.
Oh, he's got the ball.
We got 20 seconds left. Inboard, Sparrow.
You got this. Oh! Oh no! Good D!
In front of him, Lever's got to pick this up. He can't. Comedy of errors.
Oh no!
Opening dribbles it forward.
10,
Ticking down.
9,
The block
8,
through.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Never mind.
Seconds left.
As you know, I love that guy.
In 42 years. But our tournament will stay in line in Collingwood. And
Yes!
all about this. Carlton
Wow.
beaten.
42 years.
Melbourne have lost their
Oh.
last 4 finals at the MCG.
Melbourne, I'm sorry. Also, Melbourne, I'm sorry because you were the internet I hacked into and you lost. Those things are unrelated because you lost last year. But wow. Oh gosh. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that autoplay. Wow, what an exciting and interesting game. Literally to the last minute. With a lot of American sports, the last few minutes they're very slow, which I usually like because it kind of builds that anticipation. But how quick and fast that was, you know, Melbourne from milking the clock to all of a sudden they're just, you know, they have no time left. That's the beauty of sports. So thank you so much to the person who suggested I watch this game specifically. And for all of you who are interested, I mentioned before that I was talking about potentially something big with the grand final from last year. And so I'm thinking in the middle of February, some night potentially in recognition of hitting 1,000 subscribers. And thank you so much for every person who subscribed. But I was thinking, why don't we do a little live stream watch party? So I'll give you the information if that sounds interesting. We can watch it together and relive how last year ended before the next season starts. And like I said to all my Americans, learn a new sport today. All right, thank you everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you have any other things you'd like me to react to or any other sports that you think I'd be interested, I'm gonna check out cricket soon because America, we're hosting the World Cup for cricket this year. And I don't think most Americans know that or know what cricket is. But don't worry, my goal is to make sure that not just Americans, but everyone learns a little bit about sports more each day. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.